So a couple of reasons to get to the Premier as quickly as possible. Our concerns and our position in relation to speed cameras.
And you mentioned that there is real evidence here when it comes to speed cameras helping out road safety. Can you share some of those stats you have with us?
For sure. And when we remember that as mayors, one of the biggest complaints we get is about speeders. The Sick Kids and the Toronto Metropolitan University released a study that they did this July 2025. And they report that the number of speeding vehicles is reduced by 45%. And they did a broad study. They did it across 250 urban school zones. Before cameras came into being, that would, first of all, speeding limits in school zones have always been 40 kilometers per hour, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And in order to prevent people from speeding through them in the past, you know what that's requiring: a police officer fully trained in a marked car. So when the government brought forward this legislation in 2019, many municipalities felt that it was a way of increasing the safety in both community safety zones and around schools.
Okay, so recently these speed cameras, they've been cut down about 17 different times. There's clear disdain for them. How do we balance safety with, public backlash for this? Is there an alternative?
So I'm sorry, how many times did you say they've been cut down? 17. So this is really a challenge for the police force of jurisdiction, and I suspect we're talking about Toronto here. It's an enforcement issue for them that I'd like to not just step on their toes. That's their challenge to find their way forward.
Now, the Premier has called speed cameras cash grabs, and his suggestion is, big, huge signs and flashing lights. Those would be better alternatives when it comes to deterring speed. Do you feel like that is a solution?
So I think the flashing, I think that the people who know more than I do about obstructions on roadways and traffic safety, I'd like to hear what they have to say and weigh in. For many years, flashing lights, if you think of the types of flashing lights that police cruisers have had and how that has evolved over the years, because sometimes they're ineffective, sometimes they're a distraction on the side of the road. So I'm not sure. I'd be happy to look into it more. AMO would look into it more with the Premier. But just on the question that you've asked me, I'm not absolutely certain that would be as effective as really what is happening in relation to the speed cameras.
Okay. Robin Jones, the president of the Association of Municipalities of Ontario and the mayor of Westport. Thank you.
Thank you.